One of the first things you're going to want to do at Stockopedia is sanity check your stock ideas against all the great criteria that we've got. This is what I do on a literally daily basis. So let's bring up Games Workshop, which is a very well-known stock in the UK market, and let's scan it with the things I like to look at. So quickly I can see the ticker symbol and the price, obviously very important, but I always whiz straight to the stock ranks. These show the ranking for quality, value and momentum from 0 to 100, where 100 is best. So we can see that for Games Workshop, the quality rank is 100. That's super high, highest quality in the market. But quality comes at a price. The value rank is only 18. That means it's pretty premium. It's in the top 20% most expensive shares in the market. The overall stock rank, which is a blend of all three, is about 82. So it's generally good. It's in the rank better than 82% of the rest of the market, and that's generally been an outperforming cohort. I always like looking at the chart. You can see a nice strong trend. It's going from left to right, but also in this chart, it's not only the share price chart, you can see the stock rank chart. This has had a high stock rank right through this period in this little green zone, which is a bit more bullish. On the chart, you can also see commentary by our team in lots of different articles about Games Workshop, and you can click through and read in more depth. I like looking at these traffic lights, which are a bit more of a fine-grained assessment of the fundamentals that really go into things like the stock ranks. We can see here the P ratio, which most investors will know. It's about 29 for Games Workshop, which is high. And this shows you the rank of that measure against the industry and against the market as a whole. So actually it's the 687th most expensive stock by PE ratio out of 740 stocks that have a PE ratio. So that's pretty expensive. But look at the quality measures. The return on capital, which is a key measure of profitability, is 81%, which is remarkable. And it's got a full green bar, not a thin red bar, a full green one, because it means it's really good. It's first out of 3 companies in its industry and 8th out of all the stocks in the market in the UK and Ireland. So very, very high quality company. I also like looking at these professor scores because these really help me stay out of trouble. If the health trend is bad or the bankruptcy risk is bad, I like to steer clear. But this has got a health trend of 9. That means that the fundamentals are getting better from last year to this year, and it's got a really safe from bankruptcy. It's got lots of cash and very profitable, and there's very little chance that it's manipulating its earnings. These are such a massive time saver. It's like algorithmic assessment of a company's financial statements in a few quick meters. You can also see what the institutions, directors and the community are doing. We can see that there is some buying activity, which is a little bit more than the selling activity, although it's fairly balanced at the moment. I also like looking at the financial summary because I like eyeballing to see if the revenue's growing. I like to see that the operating profits are growing. I also like to see that margins are pretty stable or growing ideally. And we've got lots of great information and learning materials on assessing these metrics. And I especially recommend our multi-bagger research. But there's lots of great information in this really concise financial summary. And of course, you can go deeper into our full financial statements. I also like looking at analysts' forecasts. Once again, I like seeing analysts' projections are going up and to the right. That means that brokers are increasing their forecasts for next year. But we've got the actual numbers in the table, so you can dig into those and then learn more about the company, who the directors are, what they do, when are the reporting dates, which indices they're in, where the office is, and more. There's lots more information, lots more news, and we've got bags of supporting pages as well that you can go and dig into on charts, news, discussions, and more. So you can go and check it all out. But those are some of the things I like to eyeball, and I hope that you'll eyeball some of the same.